एक लेडी इतना गिल्ट क्यों फील करती है to prioritize herself?
So I think it's also to do with what is role model to them and what is normalized. And if they see their mothers who are in their 60s and 70s and who are still slogging it out,
Yeah.
so they feel like, okay, maybe this little rest I'm getting just because I have a cook or I have a maid, but my mom did it without that. So we carry that internalized guilt.
आपकी इक्वल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है, तो क्या ये भी एक कंडीशनिंग का हिस्सा है कि
Yeah.
men don't know what to do?
Yeah, it has a lot to do with conditioning in society, not just women, I would say, but even with men, like, boys and girls. There are things which are told to boys also, saying that boys don't cry.
रोना नहीं.
So,
That's conditioning again.
yeah,
Yes.
so, they start suppressing their emotions और उसको लगता है कि जो भी इमोशंस दिखाता है वो वीक है.
जो लेडीज घर पे हैं, अपने मेंटल हेल्थ को प्रायोरिटाइज करने के लिए फिजिकल हेल्थ को प्रायोरिटाइज करना जरूरी है.
Yeah.
तो उसके लिए आप क्या क्या सजेशंस दे सकते हैं?
पहले तो आई वुड से स्पेशली फॉर ओल्डर वुमेन, आप वॉक पे जा सकते
Older
हो.
as in what age?
Older above like 50 or above even probably 40, because they say the gym will have some wear and tear on the knees especially. So if you have like a trainer, then gym is okay, but अगर gym नहीं जा सकते तो at least walk जा सकते हो. Other thing you can do is eat the right kind of food. तो ज़्यादा coffee, ज़्यादा sugary food, ऐसे खाने से it has an negative impact on our emotions.
Hello and welcome to a new segment of She Slays. So आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक की, जो कि है विमेन मेंटल हेल्थ, जो एक बहुत अंडररेटेड टॉपिक है, जिसके बारे में शायद खुल के बात होती भी नहीं है. एंड फॉर दैट मैटर मेंटल हेल्थ को एक टैबू माना जाता है. लेकिन इस चीज के बारे में आज हम खुल के बात करेंगे और कुछ ऐसे एस्पेक्ट्स को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे जो बहुत जरूरी है एक पूरे परिवार को समझना, ना ही सिर्फ एक औरत को बट पूरे परिवार को समझना कि एक लेडी की मेंटल हेल्थ क्यों इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और इस विषय पे बात करने के लिए मेरे साथ एक बहुत ही खास मेहमान है, मिस रम्या श्रीपति, जो मेरे साथ एक पहले भी जुड़ चुकी हैं एक पॉडकास्ट में जहां हमने नार्सिसिज्म के बारे में बात किया था. उसका मैं लिंक नीचे पक्का डालूंगी, वो भी पक्का देखिएगा कि कहीं ना कहीं वो इस मेंटल हेल्थ से रिलेटेड है. वेलकम रम्या, थैंक यू वंस अगेन फॉर ग्रेसिंग दिस पॉडकास्ट. एंड आज जो हम डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं, आई थिंक ये बहुत ही अंडररेटेड टॉपिक है, मेंटल हेल्थ एंड ओवर दैट अ वुमेन्स मेंटल हेल्थ. तो आप मुझे सबसे पहले तो ये समझाइए कि मेंटल हेल्थ को आप एक आम इंसान के लिए हाउ विल यू एक्सप्लेन दिस टर्म मेंटल हेल्थ? व्हाट इज मेंटल हेल्थ?
Okay, thank you so much. So, जब हम बीमार हो जाते हैं, हम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, हॉस्पिटल जाते हैं, एंड इट इज नॉर्मलाइज्ड. तो अगर बोन्स आर ब्रोकन तो वो कास्ट डाल देते हैं, एंड देयर इज अ रेस्ट व्हिच इज प्रिस्क्राइब्ड. सब दे विल कम विद फ्लावर्स एंड पूछते हैं ठीक हो गया, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, कैन आई हेल्प यू. पर इफ यू आर इमोशनली नॉट डूइंग वेल, इफ यू आर फीलिंग डिप्रेस्ड, नहीं तो एंग्शियस, नहीं तो आज ऑफिस नहीं जाना चाहते हैं, पर यू कैन नॉट ओपनली टेल पीपल दैट ये हो रहा है, मैं नहीं आ सकती. तो पीपल गिव एक्सक्यूजेस, आज मेरा तबीयत ठीक नहीं, मैं लीव ले रही हूँ. बट दे डोंट फील कॉन्फिडेंट टू से माई मेंटल हेल्थ इज डाउन टुडे, आई नीड एन ऑफ टुडे, right? So that's because I think as a society people create a lot of taboo, or they make fun, or they'll say that, oh, you're a weak person, आप weak हो इसलिए आपका mental health भी weak है. तो they associate with strength, saying that अगर मैं दिखाती हूँ सबको कि मैं पूरा कर सकती हूँ, I'm a super mom, super hero, then everything is fine. But if I show my weakness, कि मेरा mental health ठीक नहीं है, तो people judge me.
They'll start judging.
Yeah.
So do you think it has something to do with the conditioning of a girl from the childhood? जैसे हम एक परिवार में देखते हैं कि जब एक डॉटर होती है, मतलब I would say mostly it is the case, एक लड़की को ये बताया जाता है कि तू खाना बनाना सीख ले, तेरे घर में काम आएगा, शादी के बाद काम आएगा. लेकिन एक लड़के को हम कभी ऐसा नहीं बोलते, तू खाना बनाना सीख ले, तेरी लाइफ में काम आएगा. So actually cooking is just a life skill. लेकिन उसको एसोसिएट किया जाता है कि a lady has to learn to cook because she has to feed her family tomorrow, right? तो ये एक तरह की कंडीशनिंग हो गई. इसी तरह की और बहुत कंडीशनिंग होती है गर्ल चाइल्ड की पर्टिकुलरली. तो क्या ये एसोसिएटेड है विद द ग्रोन अप लेडी जो मेंटल हेल्थ के इश्यूज से जूझना शुरू कर देती हैं बट नॉट एबल टू कम एंड टॉक अबाउट इट?
Yeah, it has a lot to do with conditioning in society, not just women, I would say, but even with men, like, boys and girls. So, there are things which are told to boys also, saying that boys don't cry.
रोना नहीं.
Correct. So,
that's conditioning again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, they start suppressing their emotions. और उसको लगता है कि जो भी emotions दिखाता है वो weak है. तो जब उसका शादी हो जाता है and then they meet the feminine energy, who is very emotional by nature, right? And nobody tells girls don't cry, right? So we are, it's normalized to cry. So they're not able to handle it when they see their, women crying. So then, they start labeling it. They get uncomfortable. They start saying that, why are you overreacting? Why are you oversensitive? So instead of, providing support at that point, probably the boys who become men, they start getting uncomfortable with the women's mental health or emotions. So they're not able to partner. They're more like, uncomfortable. So they just stop crying,
They try to avoid that
distract,
part of
avoid,
discussion.
dismiss, invalidate. So this term emotionally unavailable भी बहुत, use करते हैं जो clients जो आते हैं वो बोलते हैं कि मेरा husband emotionally unavailable है,
It's a very common term used, emotional unavailability.
Yeah. तो वो बोलते हैं कि ये सारा घर का सारा काम मेरे ऊपर है, मैं भी जॉब में जाती हूँ, मैं भी घर का काम भी मैनेज करती हूँ और मेकिंग श्योर फ्रिज स्टॉक्ड है, वो छोटा काम है, but it adds to the mental load. But if a husband is partnering equally, so nobody is has to go and tell that husband that go and check the fridge if the groceries are there. He can also do it. It doesn't have to be a woman's job to check the fridge and make sure even if they have a cook.
So true. It's a very simple example, but trust me, it is. ये बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल आपने दिया है. पता है कि घर में आपका स्टॉक कितना है. Normally it's a lady's job. A man's job is considered to be कि उसने ऑफिस जाना है तो सुबह उठ के उसको अपना ऑफिस जाके शाम को थका हारा आएगा तो he needs time to rest. A lady is working round the clock. बच्चों को सुबह रेडी करके स्कूल भेजने से लेकर उनका होमवर्क कराने से लेकर उनके इमोशनल सेटबैक्स को भी हैंडल करती है बच्चों के. और प्रॉब्ली कभी कभी हस्बैंड कम्स टायर्ड एंड विद सम इश्यूज फ्रॉम ऑफिस, वो भी हैंडल करना है. तो उसको रेस्ट मिला या नहीं मिला इज इमटेरियल इन मैक्सिमम केसेस आई बिलीव. तो ये जो हम बात कर रहे हैं कि रोल ऑफ मेन और इक्वल पार्टनरशिप, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं रम्या. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. एज सिंपल एज स्टॉकिंग अप अ फ्रिज. बोलने के लिए पीपल माइट स्टार्ट लाफिंग, इसमें क्या है, स्टॉक अप तो करना
बड़ी बात क्या है.
बट अगर एक की जगह दो लोग इस चीज को हैंडल कर लें घर में तो डजंट इट बिकम इजियर. और इसके अलावा और क्या ऐसे एग्जांपल्स आप दे सकते हो वेयर मेन कैन पार्टनर बेटर या उनको समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि वेयर वी कैन हेल्प.
So, I mean, in fact, some of the examples that I have seen and come across is जब a father is, doing something for the children. सब बोलते हैं कितना अच्छा, पति मिला है तुमको, इतना अच्छा देखभाल करता है, तुमको बाहर जाना देता है, दोस्तों के साथ बाहर जाना देता है. And I'll be like, excuse me? Oh, do you need your husband's permission to go out? So does he take permission from you saying that, can I, go out? Will you take care of the children? He just walks out, right? So you can also just walk out. Just tell him, like, okay, I'm not there today, so you please be there at home. So I think that makes a huge difference when, you have a partner who probably steps in or understands or kind of, pitches in and without being asked.
Yes.
So if you have to ask every time, तो वो बुरा लगता है.
बट ये भी तो कंडीशनिंग का हिस्सा है ना रमेश. जैसे गर्ल को रेडी किया जाता है कि शी हैज टू लुक आफ्टर द फैमिली. व्हाई इजंट अ बॉय चाइल्ड प्रिपेयर्ड इन द सेम मैनर कि आपको कल जाकर शादी करनी है, यू आर गोइंग टू बी पार्टनर्स विद योर वाइफ, यू आर गोइंग टू हैव चिल्ड्रन टुमारो, तो आपकी इक्वल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है. तो क्या ये भी एक कंडीशनिंग का हिस्सा है कि men don't know what to do?
So in fact I've seen many, it's a good point you brought up. I've seen in many houses it's the women who are taking on the patriarchy mindset forward. So women who are telling that मेरा राजा बेटा है, उसको बहुत थका हुआ है, and you have to, even if he comes at 12 in the night, you have to get up and heat the food and serve him. But they don't tell their sons that your wife also would be tired. Even if she's at home, she's taking care of small children. So you come home, just heat the food and eat it.
Eat yourself.
So I think a lot of it is to do with how parents condition both their sons and their wives on how to show up as future partners. Like for instance, I already tell my 14-year-old son कि future में आपका family unit होगा, and your wife or your girlfriend will become the most important for you, and हम माँ बाप will become secondary, and it is okay. I don't want you to carry that guilt कि मेरी माँ is not number one anymore.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, it's absolutely fine. So if all mothers and fathers talk like this to their children instead of guilt tripping them, saying that नहीं हमने ये सब किया तो हमारे बुढ़ापे में you have to take care.
So it's a guilt trip. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So that kind of puts the children like they grow up with a lot of anger and resentment. So that resentment, then they take it out on each other also. Because they can't take it out on the parents, especially in traditional setups where they've
been patriarchal setup हमारा country में especially है. I think not only our country, I think ना दुनिया में बहुत ऐसी countries हैं जहाँ पे patriarchal mindset है, जहाँ पे लड़कों को जिस तरह से bring up किया जाता है, girls को आज भी they are suppressed for their basic rights and और बहुत ऐसी चीजें हैं जहाँ उनको एक कदम नीचे रखा जाता है because he's a boy, he needs to because इसे कल कमाना है, इसे परिवार चलाना है. ये जो सेटअप में अगर एक इंसान बढ़ता है तो कहीं ना कहीं रोना नहीं है, यूर अ मैन, यूर नॉट सपोज टू क्राई. तो जब आप ऐसे इमोशनली अनअवेलेबल इंसान की बात कर रहे हो तो पेट्रियार्कली और जिस तरह से आपने उसकी कंडीशनिंग करी है, I think that has kind of made him what he is. So why are we only blaming the man? So I think the setup needs to be blamed, the society needs to be blamed, and वो parenting style needs to be blamed. जिसने वो एक तरह का इंसान बड़ा करके बनाया है. What do you say?
Yeah, that's very true because I mean it's like we plant probably a tree and particular seed we've put to get like a tamarind tree. So after that after it's a tamarind tree we can't look at it saying I want a real lemon tree. Yes. So it depends on what is the seeds that we give to our children in childhood, and the conditioning that we give them, what we normalize for them, and that in return when they grow up it will show up. So the kind of I've seen like families where there's equal partnership where probably the wife need not ask the husband to come and do something. The husband himself will be like, I think you're looking tired, do you want some time off? So let me take care of this today, right? Or even asking as simple as can I help you?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there something that I can do? Because sometimes they're not aware. They don't know that something is overt, and probably we know. So if we are also unapologetic in asking for that help, instead of thinking that okay, he's come home tired, maybe I should not ask, right? So if we are feeling confident to say that it's okay, I deserve rest. So can you just watch the children? I want to go for a walk and come.
But do you think it also is associated with the guilt that women feel? कि मैं अगर थोड़ी देर सो जाऊंगी तो oh my god, मेरा बच्चा पीछे से कहीं वहां ना चला जाए, उसको खाना कौन देगा, वो स्कूल से आएगा तो उसको उसका होमवर्क कौन कराएगा. That little sleep is a guilt trip for a woman. Why is it so difficult for a woman to prioritize her own health, her own जिसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि 1 in every 2 women in our country, it's a statistics that says is going through stress. उसको stress related problems बहुत बड़ी हुई हैं हमारी कंट्री में, and they say stress is the root cause of every बीमारी, every disease. तो एक लेडी इतना गिल्ट क्यों फील करती है to prioritize herself?
So I think it's also to do with what is role model to them and what is normalized. And if they see their mothers who are in their 60s and 70s and who are still slogging it out, so they feel like okay, maybe this little rest I'm getting just because I have a cook or I have a maid, but my mom did it without that. So we carry that internalized guilt, saying that if they could do so much, what I'm doing is nothing at all. So and we feel like okay, maybe like them even we need to be self-sacrificing.
It's a fact, okay, because हमारे जो mothers की generation है, the kind of cooking they used to do, I don't think हमारी generation is as great at making
passionately.
So that guilt comes कि oh God, my mom used to give me such lovely dishes when I used to be a kid, and I'm not able to do it for my child, and I have a cook at home. वो भी एक guilt trip बन जाता है.
Yeah, that's very true.
So how do you normalize this?
So I think it starts with us feeling confident of who we are, and that our worth is not associated with what we do for our family. Our worth is associated with what we think of our own self. If we think what we're doing is good enough, we're giving a safe home, we're teaching the right values for our children, that is good enough. We don't need to create gold medalists and toppers who are, बेकार के.
Actually, I think ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. Very rightly brought out by you, Ramya, कि बच्चा अगर आपके घर में है तो उसको टॉपर बनाना बहुत जरूरी है. तो you're not doing good enough. मतलब आप गुड इनफ नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो तभी आपका बच्चा जो है वो इज नॉट एबल टू स्कोर गुड मार्क्स. तो उसका भी ब्लेम एक मदर पे ही जाता है. बट इफ द चाइल्ड इज अ टॉपर, the father's son, बाप पे गया. Trust me, it might sound little cliche or for that matter little awkward to men out there who are listening, but it's a fact. एक बच्चा अगर 95% ले आए तो इसकी बेटी ने 95% लाया है, but they will never go back and say कि stop there. Who has put that hard work behind it? It is not just about that studying that the child has done. उसका routine देखना, पूरे दिन का उसका खाना पीना, everything has added up to that topper who has become a topper today. But वो lady को कभी दिया ही नहीं जाता है उस चीज का श्रेय. But why is it so difficult to bring that lady's things in the fore? कि it's because of your mom that you are what you are today. Why is it difficult?
It's because the self-sacrifice is normalized and it is like it's your duty. तो आप if people just think that ये आपका ड्यूटी है, अगर जॉब में जाते हैं जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं ना, तो जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में जो भी है, if you do it they'll give you meet expectation rating. But it's only if you go over and above it they'll say okay ये exceeded expectation rating है. तो I think for women like it is normalized that ये सब इसका ड्यूटी है. So, you don't need to appreciate. It is like, they're just meeting the expectation. Whereas if a man does it, even if they're just doing the same job, it is considered as exceeded expectation because, ये तो, he's gone beyond the scope of, what is required or what is expected. So that has to change. That has to change at some point.
In today's, आज की हम अगर generation देखें राम्या, मेरे हिसाब से things have started to look very bright because partnership क्या है उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग थोड़ी बेटर हुई है. क्योंकि आजकल जनरली एवरी हाउस होल्ड यू विल सी अ हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ बोथ आर वर्किंग. जनरली बोथ आर वर्किंग एंड बच्चे जो है दे हैव बीन नॉर्मलाइज्ड इन दैट काइंड ऑफ अ कंडीशन कि मम्मी काम कर रही है, पापा काम कर रहे हैं. दे मे बी गोइंग टू ऑफिस, तो बच्चों को क्रैश में डालना है, कोई पिकअप करेगा या नैनीज का घर पे होना या इन लॉज है या नहीं है इमटेरियल. बच्चों का रूटीन जो है सेटअप हो जाना, ये नॉर्मलाइजिंग की तरफ दिखाता है या दिस इज जो पहले बोला जाता था कि वन स्टे एट होम पेरेंट होना जरूरी है फॉर द मेंटल हेल्थ ऑफ चिल्ड्रन या उनकी अच्छी ब्रिंगिंग अप के लिए. क्या आप इस चीज में विश्वास रखते हो दैट इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर टू हैव वन stay at home parent for less guilt tripping of parents?
Yeah, I think it wouldn't matter if it's the father or the mother, but I would not say, because in some situations maybe the mother won't be able to stay at home or both have to, it has to be a double income household because otherwise they won't be able to manage.
खर्चे भी बड़े हुए हैं आजकल.
So in those situations if we kind of force one of them to be at home, it's going to be hard. But if they have some either parents or in-laws who are pitching in helping, so then it's okay. But if they're completely left in a daycare in a small age, it could be a little.
It's a very difficult situation there. It's like a catch-22. क्या बोलते हैं उस situation को? Because everybody wants to be doing well in their lives. आजकल हर कोई they want to be productive and हर कोई feel करता है कि यार मैंने स्कूल में इतना % marks लिया, all that has gone in vain. So सबको लगता है कि मैं कुछ करूँ तो you feel a worth. एक life की अलग ही feel होती है. ऐसे में आप किसी एक को बोल दो कि यार तुम घर पे बैठो, मैं काम करती हूँ या मैं काम करता हूँ, इसको भी नॉर्मलाइज करना बड़ा मुश्किल हो गया है with children around and all that.
So, in fact, one client of mine shared कि उसकी बच्चा बोल रहा है कि PTM पे तुम मत आना क्योंकि तुम स्टे एट होम मॉम हो, पर मेरे फ्रेंड्स के मॉम सब काम पे जाते हैं तो तुम्हारा इंग्लिश उतना अच्छा नहीं है, तो तुम आती हो साड़ी में आती हो तो अच्छा नहीं लगता. तो she felt very bad. And she's like, मैं क्या करूँ?
एक मूवी आई थी ना, श्रीदेवी की मूवी आई थी, क्या नाम था उस मूवी का?
English.
Her daughter also very emotionally correct movie because it somewhere brought out the plight of every single stay-at-home mother जो जूझ रही हैं उस तरह की इमोशनल ट्रॉमा से, लेकिन बात नहीं कर पा रही हैं. उनका मजाक कोई भी कर लेता है, सामने उनके बारे में कुछ भी बोल लेता है. दे हैव टू टेक दैट आल्सो वेरी नॉर्मली. बच्चों की भी तीखी कमेंट्स उनको सुनने हैं एंड जस्ट टेक इट. हाउ मच इज अ वुमन टेकिंग इनटू हर टू ऐड टू दिस स्ट्रेस? आई हैव अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ दिस थिंग जिसमें ना मेरे पास एक स्टैटिस्टिक्स देखा मैंने, उसमें दे सेड दैट कि almost 50% of the women in our country are going through stress related issues in their lives. 47% women are going through insomnia. रात को नींद नहीं आती है, and but they have to start their day at the right time.
Yeah.
So their daily cycles have changed, which affect उनका जो क्या कहते हैं लेडी का जो हेल्थ होता है in terms of menstruation, in terms of menopause, that gets affected in a very very bad way. 41% women को लगता है कि हमारे पास इमोशनल हेल्थ नहीं है, लेकिन वो उसके बारे इमोशनल सपोर्ट नहीं है, लेकिन वो उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं कर पा रही है. सो ये जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स डेवलप हो रहे हैं, आर दे नॉट अ कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न फॉर आवर कमिंग जनरेशन, जो भी कल मदर्स बनने वाली हैं, हमारी बेटियां या हमारे, what kind of an example are we setting for our generation?
Yeah, it is very disheartening to know the statistics, and I hope that with more awareness mental health के बारे में, आजकल के माँ बाप अगर बात करते हैं जो बच्चों से, और they talk about all the equal partnership, they talk about normalizing rest, they talk about normalizing self-care. So if all that is done from now, I think we can change it. So instead of planting tamarind seeds now, we can stop and say no more tamarind. Now we want lemon. So let's start planting lemon. So we can't go back and change and undo what was already done previous generation में. But जो आगे हो जाए, I mean whatever is meant to happen or will happen in future with our children, I think as a parent, each one of us, whatever we do, every drop is like a drop in the ocean. It matters. If we think that okay, only if I do with my children, how is it going to change? Everybody will think like that. There won't be कोई change नहीं होगा ना.
घर से शुरुआत करो हर चीज की.
So अगर whoever is watching this video also, if they think, stop and think, मेरे पास क्या ऐसा है कि मैं change कर सकती हूँ future generations? How can I add value? So even if any stay-at-home mother is watching this video, I would say your role is the most difficult and the most important job in the world,
and unpaid.
Unpaid, yeah.
It's an unpaid job, which is the most difficult one which you're handling. Yes, you're right.
So and if they start focusing on how they can add value, instead of thinking that it's too late, this is ऐसा ही हो रहा है, सदियों से ऐसा ही हो रहा है, तो ऐसा ही कंटिन्यू हो जाएगा. So instead of thinking like that, they can start thinking what little changes I can make today. So even in coaching, that is one main part that we do. So instead of just processing past में क्या हुआ, we focus more on what can we do today to make a positive impact or change in the future.
Yes.
So that every drop counts.
Okay, Ramya, so tell me one thing. हम डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी इन सब के बारे में बात करते हैं, एंड ये वर्ड कॉमनली यूज्ड है. ऐसा नहीं किसी को पता नहीं है व्हाट इज डिप्रेशन, व्हाट इज एंजाइटी. इसकी जो रूट कॉजेज हैं, उसमें आई थिंक एज पर स्टैटिस्टिक्स डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट उभर के आता है स्टैटिस्टिक्स में, कि क्योंकि एक थप्पड़, आप जो कहते हो, एक मूवी भी आई थी, दे वांट टू नॉर्मलाइज दैट वन स्लैप. If a husband is hitting his wife and the mother-in-law says तो क्या हो गया, he must be stressed, गुस्से में निकल गया होगा, इतना normalize कर दिया जाता है एक थप्पड़ को. And that one slap slowly and steadily increases to 2, increases to a little more, and then goes on to physical abuse of a level जहाँ पे कुछ ladies की तो lives चली जाती हैं. कुछ ladies depression में इस हद तक उनका शिकार हो जाती हैं कि either they stop reacting to anything, they become like a log, या तो उनका वैसा सिचुएशन आ जाता है. तो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस के बारे में आप बताइए. आपके पास कुछ ऐसे क्लाइंट्स आते हैं जो इमोशनल अब्यूज रिलेटेड और इमोशनल स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी रिलेटेड, जिनके साथ डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो रहा है लेकिन उसके बारे में बात नहीं होती है.
I mean, again, this is a majority of my clients come for domestic violence, and the thing is, when we hear the word domestic violence, हम सोचते हैं कि मारना, पीटना, थप्पड़, but domestic violence also can be emotional. So most of these people don't understand the significance of it, and some of my clients say things like intimidation tactics बोलते हैं, जो maybe उनके husband, they don't slap them, but they might throw something on the floor, startle them, right, or show that anger. So they are programming them to be scared of them. So if you say no to them, then they're going to be angry. that outburst is going to happen. They become the animal. The movie Animal also was an example,
Yes,
है ना?
yes.
तो वो male ego और वो सब गुस्सा, it's glorified. तो it's normalized, saying
Yes.
that a man has a right to be so angry. But whereas a woman, even in that, I think he treats his wife really badly. It's normalized, like she's supposed to be okay with it. And even in Rocky or Rani movie, Alia Bhatt's movie, so there is a covert narcissist, I would say, Jaya Bachchan. She's played the role of a covert narcissist where she is controlling her son to make sure the son is not getting close to her husband. And also she's controlling him to disrespect his wife and normalize the disrespect. And then they show a scene of the wife, eating, like, after everybody goes to sleep, she's eating cake in the kitchen.
It's a disorder, right?
It's an eating disorder.
Out of stress.
Called, emotional eating. Because she doesn't have the support. The woman in the family who is supposed to understand that, woman deserves respect, she herself is encouraging this. She's encouraging her son to be disrespectful openly. And, this woman has nowhere to go. She can't go back to her parents because obviously parents will say, you've married and gone. This is your family.
Maximum cases में parents normalize कर देते हैं इस चीज को. कोई बात नहीं बेटा, अब तो तेरी
Adjust
शादी हो
कर
गई
लो.
है, adjust कर लो. They would rather बहुत कम ऐसा देखा गया है कि जहाँ पे parents बोले कि बेटा you will not take it anymore. You will just come out of it. They can't support because of the family, the societal pressures.
Yeah. So in fact, I think there was a news about somewhere in the north where a girl got divorced, and जब वो वापस आई, just like a barat, I think her dad and mom, they welcomed her back.
के साथ वापस.
Like literally celebrated that she got out of the domestic violence. She managed to escape. So I think we need more such parents around who are celebrating, who are not saying I'm ashamed that my daughter is back home, but they're saying I am so proud of her. She was able to come out of this. So I think that sends a strong
become
message.
victim to another suicide, because suicide rates बहुत high हैं हमारी country में. Around 36% suicide rates globally हमारी country में होते हैं. And that too, उसमें maximum cases domestic violence से उभर के आते हैं. या तो आपको acceptance नहीं मिला उस family में, या तो आपको उस तरीके से treat किया है कि you're just another entity, another piece of furniture in the house. They make you a part of that. उस तरीके के treatment कई बार होती है, especially in the I would say जो छोटे शहर हैं जहाँ पे ज़्यादा बोलने की मनाही होती है ladies को. Some part of in the north and all that, वहाँ पे ladies को बाहर आके बोलना is considered to be like a taboo. कि तू बोल कैसे पड़ी. So the girls nowadays, because are educated and social media has come up, and I have seen so many pages जहाँ पे बहुत ही सीधी सादी dressed up ladies are now coming out and talking about it. So do you think इस तरीके से भी आप अपने आप को liberate कर सकते हो by just talking about it? How important is talking in this situation?
So I think talking plays a huge role in healing. Talking plays a huge role in liberation, because if you suppress a person's views or thoughts, then that anger and resentment, whatever जो भी feel कर रहे हैं ना, वो it turns inwards, it becomes depression. तो अगर आप anger को बाहर express कर दोगे कि ये गलत है, मैं I want to say no, this is a no for me. So if you're able to confidently say no, so you are not suppressing yourself, and it is very, very, very liberating. And if you're allowed to openly talk, saying that this person did this to me. I saw a video few days back of a lady. She was shaming some guy who tried to touch her in the flight. She videotaped him and she said, "Ab sharm aa rahi hai." So when you try to touch me, you didn't feel. Normally girls feel scared. They try to move away, or they probably just scold them and move away. But that girl had the guts to take out a phone, record, and that video went viral. So I think girls should be encouraged to speak up. Girls should be encouraged to point and say, who are the people who are troubling them, who are the people who are doing wrong things to them. And girls should be encouraged to say no.
So people pleasing एक word है रम्या, जो I think बहुत associate होता है ladies के साथ, क्योंकि tomorrow they have to get married, go into a new family. अब वो पूरा नया setup है, तो उनको उनके साथ एक relationship भी develop करना है, सबके साथ एक अच्छा एक व्यवहार करना है, बर्ताव करना है. Even if she doesn't like, she has to keep saying yes to everything. तो लड़कियों को हम no बोलना सिखाना कहीं ना कहीं भूल जाते हैं, that you have the right to say no, कि no means no. लेकिन इसको normalize क्यों नहीं किया जा रहा है? Why does a lady become a people pleaser by the time she is in a new setup?
So I think it's a lot to do again with childhood से conditioning, saying तुम दूसरे घर में जा रहे हो and अगर तुम कुछ नो करो कहोगे या तुम कुछ गलत करोगे तो हमारी परवरिश में comments आ जाएगा. People will say आप अच्छी तरह से you didn't raise the girl. So the girl doesn't want to hurt her parents also. So in some guilt that she carries, that I don't want people pointing a finger at my parents for my upbringing. So let me do my best to impress all these people, do everything whatever they want me to do. I'll not say no. I'll say no to myself. I'll say yes to others. So if she stops and she thinks that okay, even I'm important and saying no is important for myself, what she doesn't realize is she's teaching the children who are watching her. And no amount of giving gyan and lecture to the children is going to work. अगर हम ये करेक्शन नहीं करते तो ये चिल्ड्रन will copy the same thing.
Figure at you, आप तो कभी नहीं करते हैं. You're right.
So the girl will see, okay, mother is self-sacrificing, mother doesn't know to say no, so she'll also turn up like that. जब वो बड़ी होगी तो she'll continue.
But I think conditioning is not to do only with the girls. Conditioning is also to do with the boys. If you're a mother of a son, if you're a mother of a girl, I think conditioning has to happen to both the genders equally. तभी आप एक balance create कर पाओगे, right? So I think this is very essential. So nice that you brought this point out.
So one more point regarding saying no. So it's not only about teaching girls to say no, but it's also about teaching the boys to accept the no.
Oh, yes.
Because most of the boys cannot. Yeah, it hits their ego.
So many cases that are happening. Acid डाल दिया या लड़कियों को, they trouble them and they revengeful हो जाते हैं. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So I think, as you said, the conditioning for boys and for girls to say no and accept no is very important.
See, you spoke about the physical abuse. Many girls in our household, also boys, are going through physical abuse at the hands of their own people. कई बार अपने ही फैमिली के कुछ लोग होते हैं जो आपको physically abuse कर रहे होते हैं और उस बच्चे को चुप करा दिया जाता है. That I think also is another reason why there is such an increase in the ये जो cases हैं जो pile up हो रहे हैं cases. Do you think ये भी एक reason है कि ladies बोल नहीं पाती हैं against the abuses? क्यों नहीं है? क्यों ऐसा है कि they cannot go out and talk about it?
Because I think abusers are protected in society. So जो भी abuse कर रहे हैं, if he or she has money and power and control, so people don't want to get into the wrong side of such people. So they'll feel sorry for you if you go and say that this person is abusing me, but they'll still be friendly and they'll not hold that person accountable. कि क्यों ऐसा कर रही हो, ये गलत बात है, including probably the parents of that person, because they'll be like, it doesn't affect us, so why should we really care? He's abusing someone else, so this is how it is. Correct. So we went through it, they'll go through it, they'll figure out. So that kind of mentality will make abuse continue. So if somebody stops and says that this is not okay, I am not okay with this person hitting me, and I'm going to stop it, or I'm going to take action against them. For example, a client of mine, she went to the cops and she complained that her husband hit her, and they sent her back saying, what is the evidence? And this is घर घर का story, and ये सब marriages में होता है, आप counselor के पास जाओ. She came to me, she was like broken, she was shattered. She's like, I'm trying to go to the cops and cops are telling me go to the counselor. She's like, how do we protect ourselves? I'm trying to say somebody who is physically stronger than me has hit me, and I don't feel safe to go back home. So what is my option?
और बच्चे भी देख रहे हैं उस तरह का abuse, तो how it's impacting them is another story. But अगर आपको ऐसी लेडीज जो मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यू से जूझ रही हैं, तो कुछ साइंस होंगे जो उनको शायद अर्ली डिटेक्ट कर सकती हैं वो लेडीज टू हेल्प देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम गेटिंग इनटू सम मेजर बीमारी डिजीज उनको होने से पहले. तो ऐसे कुछ आप साइंस बता सकते हो द वन हु इज गोइंग थ्रू मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज कि कुछ साइंस हम सेल्फ डिटेक्ट कर सकें?
Okay. So I think first one is obviously one of the most common things is ये heart का palpitations. जब heart beat ज़्यादा it's like tuck 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 tuck. You can feel it
without doing any exercise or running.
Yeah. So your heart is racing. So that is a sign of anxiety. So or panic attacks, or your blood pressure goes up, or you start having major health issues.
Panic attacks को आप कैसे explain करोगे?
So you tend to kind of black out, or you're not able to focus on what you're doing. So one client of mine said while driving she got a panic attack and she kind of blacked out. So she had to pull over and stop. And she didn't know what was happening. She, then called somebody. They took her to the hospital, and the doctor said it was just a panic attack.
But can it happen randomly?
It can happen. So if you're not addressing your emotions, if you're not giving it the right outlets, the body will scream. The body will say, "Listen
Screaming
to
for
me."
help,
Yeah, help me. So all these are signs and symptoms that you can watch out for. And also, insomnia, or you're not able to sleep at night. Thoughts are running. So I give an example for this. So if you have a cup and you start pouring into the cup will start overflowing at some point, right? So you need to empty it if you need to again re-pour.
Correct.
So इसके लिए एक suggestion है कि आपका thoughts daily दिखना है, journaling.
Okay.
So जब journaling करते हैं ना, तो it's an automatic release. ये हाथ और brain में एक connection है. तो when you're writing all your thoughts down, it feels relieving, it feels therapeutic. So it feels like आपका worry आपके body से
write
बाहर.
your daily activities or
No,
write your
thoughts, emotions, worries. उसने ऐसा कहा, उसने ऐसा किया, मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा. जो भी thoughts है ना,
just jot it down.
Just jot it down. So it doesn't have to be correct English, correct Hindi, whatever. But you're releasing it from your brain. So that makes a huge difference. That helps in lightening the load. And also taking some time, me time, every day to say that, this is my time, and, nobody should come into the room. I want some time to meditate. And meditate again, people think you have to sit for 1 hour in chakrasan. So that nobody has that kind of time. So I tell my clients, अगर आप even 10 minutes silence में बैठ सकते हैं, तो वो भी ठीक है. Just give yourself that 10 minutes every day. And 10 minutes is something that we all can do. Right? So make sure you eat your meals on time. Make sure that you sleep on time. So this is something I've seen my parents doing, very religiously. So they wake up at a certain time. From the time I remember till now, they wake up at that time. They never sleep late. And they always eat their meals on time. So sometimes
these things are helpful in
it is
emotional
helpful
journey?
Yes, because the body and the mind are closely connected.
Okay.
So when you take care of your body, automatically even your thoughts and everything, it's like a vessel. The thoughts and emotions and everything is in this vessel. So you're taking care of your body, you're helping it. When everything is messed up here, it shows in the body. So that connection is there. So having a routine, having structure, eating the right food, everything makes an impact on mental health. And especially for young girls now, I think, there's a friend of mine who tells me that, dairy products are not good. So, girls are getting their puberty much earlier because they're having dairy products. So, a lot of such things,
but
we
these
can
things
start.
are so important because, दूध को बहुत importance दी जाती है. You need to have milk, you need to have, but how can you just not have something which has been, again, conditioning probably?
Yeah.
You've been made to understand कि ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. So probably it's not that important, you're saying?
No, it is not. So in fact, she suggests so many different forms of milk: almond milk, cashew milk, and curd made from almond. I mean, like cashew also. So
this is good
peanut
for girls
curd.
for their mental health, you're saying?
No, the puberty, you can postpone because she's saying that there's a lot of, whatever is mixed. Maybe, earlier in our days, we got fresh milk from the cow. We get things off packets. We don't know what is being added, right?
Filtration is there.
Yeah. So that has an impact on the hormones, and hormones have an impact on mental health. So even small changes like this that we do, can have a huge impact on our mental health.
Okay, Ramya, tell me one thing. एक word use होता है burnout. A lady is totally burnt out because of situations at home. जिस तरह की घर में situations हैं, या तो support नहीं है, support system नहीं है, और abuse है, या domestic violence है, या फिर और कुछ नहीं है, तो लेडी अपने आप को प्रोजेक्ट नहीं कर पा रही है कि शी वांट्स टू डू समथिंग, वो कुछ बनना चाहती थी, वो बन नहीं पाई है. बहुत सारे रीजंस हैं जिससे एक वुमन कहीं ना कहीं बर्न आउट हो जाती है. तो इस बर्न आउट सिचुएशन से बाहर निकलने का व्हाट इज द इजीएस्ट वे?
ओके, आई थिंक पहला स्टेप तो सेल्फ अवेयरनेस है. अगर अपने आप इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज इट दैट्स कॉजिंग दिस डिस्कम्फर्ट इन मी, what is it that, I'm unhappy about?
Hmm.
So, sometimes you'll see women are like, especially during the menopause time, they start reaching out,
Yes.
taking out on their husbands, and their husbands are like, okay, I'll stay away, you're menopausing or whatever that's going on. But the thing is, what women can do is start questioning, what is it that I'm angry about? What is it that I want to do with my life? And yes, though, bringing up children is important, you're not here just to produce children and bring them up. You're here for something more. So you can find that sense of life purpose even if you're in your 40s or 50s. And one client of mine, she's in her 60s, so she is trying to find her purpose in life now. So it's never too late. I would say.
You spoke of this word menopause, right? Menopause के time पे a lady goes through a lot of hormonal changes, है ना? बहुत changes होते हैं. It not just shows on her body, it not just shows on her this thing, it shows on her emotions also, like you said.
Yeah.
How can a husband or a family support a woman who's going through menopause?
Yeah, this is very important. So I think first of all, nowadays everything is available online. Online में menopause डाल दो तो all the information is there. So I would encourage all the men, all the husbands who are watching this to read up, educate themselves about what are the changes which go through during menopause for their wives, so that they understand them better, and also try to find out more about how they can help. Like for example, what help I would need during my menopause may be different from what you would need and what somebody else would need. So it's important that each husband takes that initiative and that interest to understand that this is a life-changing moment for a woman. So, she goes through, first of all, so many changes in her body and her emotions when she becomes a mother. And then, when menopause hits again, there's so much of changes which is going on. And, if the partner is, supportive and showing interest, I think that itself would be, so useful for the woman. Instead of, waiting for the woman to say, this is what I want, this is what I want. If the partner is coming and saying, how can I help you? What can I do? Do you want some time off? Do you want a break? Do you want to,
As
something
simple
like
as
that.
those
Yeah.
little things.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
not just about buying gifts or sending them to spas or something.
Because
But-
mental health, they बोलते हैं कि if you're feeling mentally low, go and do a spa.
Yeah.
Go and do
Yeah.
some, facial or
Yeah.
whatever. This is
Yeah.
how they equalize this
Self-care.
thing. हाँ, self-care
Yeah.
है मतलब spa पे चले
Yeah.
जाओ. But self-care is much more within. आपने एक बहुत important बात बोली, body image, है ना? आजकल के जो बच्चे हैं, they are very very conscious about how they look. एंड विद सोशल मीडिया कमिंग इन, जब से इंस्टाग्राम जैसे सोशल मीडिया के पेजेस आए हैं, हर बच्चे का एक पेज है एंड दे वांट टू लुक देयर बेस्ट, और वो सेल्फ इमेज एंड अपने आप को एसोसिएट करते हैं विद द लाइक्स एंड द शेयर्स दैट दे आर गेटिंग एंड द कमेंट्स दैट दे आर गेटिंग. दे आर वेरी पैशनेट अबाउट व्हाट पीपल आर स्पीकिंग अबाउट देम. तो डू यू थिंक ये जो ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हुआ है, ये आने वाली जो जनरेशन है हमारी, who is going to become parents, our children who will become tomorrow, do you think this is going to really impact their,
Definitely.
that kind of,
Yeah,
what do you have to say about it?
तो जैसे हम अपने बॉडी के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो बच्चे भी सुन रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं. आई थिंक एज मॉम्स इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हमारे
Be comfortable in your skin.
कॉन्फिडेंस, हाँ, हमारी बॉडी कॉन्फिडेंस, हमारी सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, वो बच्चे भी देखेंगे और वो भी वही सीखेंगे. तो अगर हम कॉन्फिडेंट है, हम बॉडी पॉजिटिव है और हमारे पार्टनर्स हमको बॉडी शेम नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो बच्चे भी वही सीखेंगे कि यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट, यू शुड लव योर बॉडी हाउएवर इट इज. इफ यू आर लिटिल फैटर इट्स ओके, व्हाट मैटर्स फिट रहना है, क्योंकि nobody wants to.
फिटनेस को बहुत अंडररेट करते हैं बिकॉज फिटनेस मीन्स गोइंग टू जिम. मतलब अगर आप किसी से बात करो ना कि यार फिट होना है, यार मेरे को जिम स्टार्ट करना है, दैट इज द ओनली स्टेटमेंट आई हियर मैक्सिमम लेडीज से कि यार जिम नहीं जा पा रही हूँ मैं. लेकिन आप फिटनेस में आप कैसे आप बता सकते हो कि जो लेडीज घर पे हैं अपने मेंटल हेल्थ को प्रायोरिटाइज करने के लिए फिजिकल हेल्थ को प्रायोरिटाइज करना जरूरी है. तो उसके लिए आप क्या क्या सजेशंस दे सकते हो टू आवर वुमेन आउट देयर?
तो पहले तो आई वुड से स्पेशली फॉर ओल्डर वुमेन, आप वॉक पे जा सकते हो.
Older as in what age?
Older above like 50 or above even probably 40, because they say the gym will have some wear and tear on the knees especially. So if you have like a trainer then gym is okay, but अगर gym नहीं जा सकते तो at least walk जा सकते हो. And other thing you can do is eat the right kind of food. तो ज़्यादा coffee, ज़्यादा sugary food ऐसे खाने से it has an impact, negative impact on our emotions. And the other thing what I suggest is mindful walking. So mindful walking मतलब जब आप walk करते हो ना तो just look around, see what are the colors you see, what are the sounds you're hearing.
लोग तो कान में बड़े बड़े स्पीकर लगा के वॉक पे निकल जाते हैं.
That once in a way is okay, but once in a way mindful walking भी try करना है. You know, just look at the color of the sky. Oh, ये you know क्या sounds है, you know बच्चे cycling जा रहे हैं और you know or some other thing, so which takes your mind off the overthinking. जो tape recorder हो रहा है ना mind में, तो वो stop हो जाता है and your mind is forced to come back to the present moment. And when you're walking, your emotions which are inside, they are also moving. They're not trapped. So in fact in somatic healing I've learned that you know when emotions get trapped, you get pain in the body. So aches and pains जो आते हैं ना वो trapped emotions है actually. तो जब आप वॉक पे जाते हैं, जब मसाजेस जाते हैं, so it gets relieved, it gets you know kind of moved out of your body. So that becomes very important.
So it's like redefining self-care. आप self-care को redefine कर रहे हो by saying that a woman really needs to go out there and take care of her body. क्योंकि जब तक वो अपने आप को prioritize नहीं करेगी, वो फैमिली को prioritize नहीं कर रही है. बोलने के लिए वो बोलती है कि मैंने priority फैमिली को दी हुई है, अपने आप को बैक बर्नर में रख के, लेकिन actually the reality is उन्होंने अपनी फैमिली को भी prioritize नहीं किया because अब आप healthy नहीं हो तो आप अपने परिवार का क्या ध्यान रखोगे?
Isn't it true?
So मतलब जो फैमिली का जो एक जो dysfunctional cycles होते हैं उसे हम कैसे break कर सकते हैं? Like for example parenting related जो है तो just a little bit on that.
तो dysfunctional patterns मतलब you know the things which are wrong, जो गलत बात है, जो you know previous generations कर रहे थे, maybe उस समय पे it worked because उस समय पे you know women used to be at home and but जो you know काम पे जाते थे और वापस आते थे और even from caveman time वो hunters जो बाहर जाते थे वो men ही था और लड़कियों का काम सिर्फ था बच्चों के देखभाल, कुकिंग करना, घर का संभालना. तो but over a period of time ये this setup became dysfunctional क्योंकि women also started going out. Women also started working outside the house. So जब ये situation change हुआ तो women ज़्यादा independent हो गए. Women started driving, women started going out and earning money, women started becoming independent. But nobody taught the men to walk along in this journey with these women. So that is where the issue comes up because men don't know how to handle you know a woman who is very financially independent, a woman who is very confident, a woman जो कमाती भी है you know or you know is confident also. So men are not able to handle that. So you know that's something that we should change in society, you know, for both men and women, so that we just like the example of you know it's not important just to teach to say no, it is also important to teach to accept the no. So similarly when women are getting empowered, it is also important that men learn to walk this journey to empower themselves too, so that you know they are walking this journey with women and not having conflict.
It's a very misunderstood topic. Women empowerment. उस चीज को लेके मैंने बहुत conversation सुनी है. ये बहुत misunderstood topic है. Empowerment is not just about कि आप पता नहीं lady को आप क्या pedestal पे डाल रहे हो. It is just that कि आप normalize कर रहे हो being a man and a woman. And it's a fact, रम्या. ये मेरा मानना है कि men and women are not same physically. उनके emotions अलग होते हैं. उनका वे ऑफ आउटलुक ऑफ लाइफ अलग होता है. बहुत चीजें ऐसी हैं जो मैन और वुमेन में कॉमन नहीं दिखाई देंगी, लेकिन दोनों को इट्स लाइक यिन एंड यांग, यू नो हाउ यू ब्रिंग द टू थिंग्स टुगेदर, हाउ यू ब्रिंग दोस टू. आई थिंक वो सिनर्जी है दो एनर्जीज की जो आपस में मिलती है एंड दैट इज वेयर आई थिंक वहीं से डेवलप होता है लव, अफेक्शन एंड यू नो पीस इन द फैमिली. और जब आप एक पीसफुल फैमिली बच्चों के लिए सेलेक्ट करते हो और जब बच्चे वो पीसफुल फैमिली में you know बड़े होते हैं तो but obvious they will also bring up the next generation in a better way. So thank you so much रम्या. आपने इतने relatable way में you know in a very common man layman's term आपने इन चीजों को डिस्कस किया मेरे साथ एंड आई थिंक ये बहुत ही important topic है. women's health, emotional health, physical health तो है ही, लेकिन उससे बढ़ के important है women का mental health. So all you people who have women in your family, it can be your mother, it can be your sister, it can be your wife, it can be anybody. It could be just your employee or your you know colleague in the office. आप इन चीजों को थोड़ा normalize कीजिए, उनके emotions को समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. जो struggles वो daily life में झेल रही हैं, उनको सुनने की शक्ति रखिए and just try to make it very normal for them to break out sometimes, to cry sometimes, to not be able to, feel good about themselves on a certain day. So they can have those days. And with this, thank you so much, Ramya, once again for this beautiful discussion. And I really hope that हम कभी फिर ऐसे बैठें और किसी important topic पे फिर हम discuss करें. And I'm signing off from here. And आपसे मैं फिर मिलूंगी in a new podcast with something really interesting. Till then, goodbye.